لا إله إلا الله سبحان الملك القدوس لا إله إلا الله سبحان العزيز الجبار لا إله إلا الله سبحان الرؤوف الرحيم.
ونادى أصحاب الأعراف رجالا يعرفونهم بسيماهم قالوا ما أغنى عنكم جمعكم وما كنتم تستكبرون أهؤلاء الذين أقسمتم لا ينالهم الله برحمة ادخلوا الجنة لا خوف عليكم ولا أنتم تحزنون. ونادى أصحاب النار أصحاب الجنة أن أفيضوا علينا من الماء أو مما رزقكم الله قالوا إن الله حرمهما على الكافرين الذين اتخذوا دينهم لهوا ولعبا وغرتهم الحياة الدنيا فاليوم ننساهم كما نسوا لقاء يومهم هذا وما كانوا بآياتنا يجحدون. ولقد جئناهم بكتاب فصلناه على علم هدى ورحمة لقوم يؤمنون هل ينظرون إلا تأويله يوم يأتي تأويله يقول الذين نسوه من قبل قد جاءت رسل ربنا بالحق فهل لنا من شفعاء فيشفعوا لنا أو نرد فنعمل غير الذي كنا نعمل قد خسروا أنفسهم وضل عنهم ما كانوا يفترون.
And the people of Araf will address the people of Jahannam, whom they will recognize. They will recognize through their signs, saying, your masters could not be of any help to you, nor your arrogance. Although, your clans, your tribes. Are these the 949? Are these the one who used to swear that Allah will not show them mercy? But Allah will say, enter Jannah, you shall have no fear, nor have any grief. The people of fire will call to the people of Jannah, give us some water. People down there will call to the people of Jannah, give us some water, or what you have been given by meals. They will say, Allah has forbidden this for the kafirs. Astaghfirullah. Now this is a situation which Allah save us, is going to take place. And we are being given knowledge of unseen, ilm al-ghaib. 50, those who have taken their deen, their religion deen, as a sport and fun, had been deluded by their earthly life Therefore today we shall forget them as they forgot our ayat or our signs or our deen. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursaleen walhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Ya Rabbi Zal Jalal wal Ikram, if your fadl, if your blessing, if your attention, tawajjah had not been, with me, I would not have been able to do anything. I thank you, and all your beloved Talib and Talbas are grateful to you, for blessing them with the knowledge. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمد ونصلي على رسوله الكريم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. I would say I admit that I'm handling a very difficult job because this surah has so much and many things are very intricate and complicated that if you translate them literally, you lose the sense. If you try to grasp the sense, you lose the translation. And there are many words which we don't find in English. I mean, there is no alternative or substitute for more than 50% words of Arabic in English or in any other language. I have done so far 50 ayat or miraculous signs of Allah. In 51, Allah Ta'ala warned that people of Mecca and even now, all over the world, He warned people, and particularly the Muslims as well, that Qari Sahib has read that thing, this ayah, and that is, it's very important, Lazina أتخذوا دينهم لحم ولعب وغرتهم الحياة الدنيا غرتهم غرور غرتهم الحياة الدنيا, and those who took their deen as a fun and play. Indeed, the life of world, they were deceived by this charms, attractions of this worldly life. They succumbed to the charms, and by doing that, they fell. This is my explanation, which I drew from other. They fell victim of the worldly charm, temptation, lurement, and they thought this is all is that life is. Beyond that, there is no life. So that's it. They take it as fun and play. For them, there is nothing beyond this life. So that is what Allah warned them, that you have forgotten hereafter and coming and meeting in the hereafter. You forgot. Now this is the Qiyamah. Those people, those who had forgotten and took that life which most of people do take as fun, because for them there is no life beyond this. So they spend a whole life drinking, dancing, going around, on pleasure trips and doing whatever they want in search of peace and knowing that once they die, they're finished forever. Though it is not right. So in Qiyamah, there is a future. Allah telling us a future. Allah will say, Allah Ta'ala will say, we shall forget about them today. Therefore today, al-yawm, on the Qiyamah, we shall forget about them as they forgot. Meeting of this day, and denied, rejected our signs, our guidance, So they will be just thrown away, totally forgotten. We don't know what will happen to them. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that indeed, of course, we had sent them. The word is, indeed we brought to them a book, Holy Quran, which explained a great amount of knowledge, in-depth knowledge, guidance and mercy for the mu'mineen. This is what Holy Quran is. Holy Quran is full of knowledge. It's mother of sciences. As I quote, it opens with knowledge. The first ayah is knowledge. Iqra bi ismi rabbik. Write in the name of your Rabb. Allama bil qalam. Allah who taught you with pen. Allamahul bayan, who taught you talk. Then he taught Adam names of everything. Names of everything he taught. There was no cavemen. There were no people, copper age or iron age. All these are fallacy of those people who, according to Almighty Allah, their Creator, our Creator and also their Creator, had declared them, as far as the knowledge is concerned, all those who rejected Him, didn't believe in Him, they are worse than cattle, animals. Now, what do you understand by I say worse than animal? Animal mean, when even you might have seen, we live in the mountains Avia, even when the monkey go in the grass, they look what they have to eat. They sort out many plants and then pick up what they have to eat. The dog will do that. The cow, the goat, all the animals first see what they have to. They pick up their herb or grass or whatever they eat from so much. But not those people, these kafirs, they reject Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and say, one can do what one's like. That is what religion they brought, the worshippers of their goddess Mattress brought a religion of their own. And that is that whatever you cannot see with 5 physical senses, you don't believe in that, number 1. Other is that everything is relative. Next is that man is evolved from a monkey, and beyond that as well, And then is one could do whatever one's like. That's why I say the animals have sense. The animals have sense. Even the particles of dust. Look at this discourse is meant for Muslims. Because kafirs, those who don't believe Almighty Allah, will not be able to understand it, whatever hard they do it. The particle of dust I'm talking only with knowledge, no superstition, no blind belief. The dust particles obey Allah. What do you mean by obey? They do what they are told. Every day, thousands of Muslims die, and their, retainers or their families may not have a proper arrangement to bury them in that city, and they would like them to take back to their home city. Then they bury them as trust, amana. And for Salatul Janazah, their funeral prayer, then that the special dua is made. Ki Ya Allah, we are burying this as trust with you. So believe me, when you dig up, it's very common. I say things which are very common are mystery to these people. According to Al-Araf, it's this chapter. They have eyes, but they can't see. They have ears, they can't hear. They have tongue, they cannot say, talk the truth. They cannot see the haq, the truth. They cannot hear the truth. Their heart, qalb means the center of the soul. So they don't believe in soul. So these people are utterly blind, deaf and dumb. Summum, bukman, umyun fahum la yarjaun. How can you believe them? How can you follow them? Those who follow them are just like them. That's what it's saying. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had taught everything to Adam. When it happened, the great incident happened, the shaitan refused to do sajda, prostration. Angel said, when Allah Ta'ala told the angels, I'm about to create a Khalifa, my viceroy, on earth. Inni ja'alun khalifatul ard. Angel said, Ya Allah, aren't we enough to do ibadah and zikr? A kind of objection. They had seen how jinns before that who inhabited our land, who were treated, Allah's wrath fell upon them. And Allah destroyed them, their cities were covered, the ocean came and covered, the cities were drowned, in the ocean and seas, and rest that they turned into, where they say they're killed and destroyed. And they were pushed into the mountain, to the forest, and the deepest part of oceans. Angels did it, they knew about it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Allah taught names of everything to Adam alayhi salam. And He actually brought everything before him. Everything which has yet to come till Qiyamah. The motor car, the aeroplane, the ship, the boat, everything, you name it, the radio, TV, everything which you had used or going to use or using. Allah taught him the name. All the animals. And then He called the angel. He said, okay, tell the names of these things. Angel looked at them. Ya Allah, we only know what you have taught us. Forgive us. We were wrong. So one thing we want to establish you, that there was never a caveman coming on the earth, that after Darwin's monkey becoming ape, and ape learned how to make fire, then he started living in the caves. That thing had never happened. That is because Allah Ta'ala put seal on their faculties by which one can think, do research, in-depth study, know the truth. They can never know, even if they want to. Allah will not let them know the reality. That had happened and will happen. So what they have done? They brought everything against Allah Ta'ala's command. Not only they refuted, rejected the guidance of Allah, but they brought a parallel. Everything which Allah said in the Holy Bible and Holy Quran, they rejected it. Not only that, but brought something against it. And they destroyed all those signs, these things which are mentioned in holy books, and particularly in the Quran. I will come to the top again. Ayah number 53 is, Allah is talking about these. The people that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said that those who will reject Allah's guidance, Allah's wrath will fall upon them. Allah Ta'ala said, are they waiting? I have written this here. Are not they waiting? Our translation is not even good here. It is Hal yanzuruna illa ta'wilahu. Hal mean what? Are not they waiting for fulfillment of the, ta'wil means not interpretation, of the explanation, the ultimate end, which is given as ta'wil, the Holy Quran, which has been foretold to take place, and those who had forgotten that, at that time, when they see the Qiyamah has come, and they will say, indeed. They will say, indeed. Messenger of our Rabb had said the truth, brought the truth. They say, now what to do? When they see they are caught in this thing, indeed the messengers of Rabb had brought the truth to us. No, is there any can we find any intercessor who could intercede on our behalf? Or they say, is it possible that we could go back? Ayah number 53, no? Could we go back? Or could we send back so that we might perform acts, unlike the before? And indeed, these people said, they are put their soul at loss, and have been lost from those who used to. Yaftarun, anhum ma kanu, wa dalla anhum ma kanu yaftarun. And have been lost from those who used to, what you call English, calumniate the word. It's very difficult in a short time which I have been given.
إن ربكم الله الذي خلق السماوات والأرض في 6 أيام ثم استوى على العرش يغشي الليل النهار يطلبه حثيثا والشمس والقمر والنجوم مسخرات بأمره ألا له الخلق والأمر تبارك الله رب العالمين ادعوا ربكم تضرعا وخفية إنه لا يحب المعتدين ولا تفسدوا في الأرض بعد إصلاحها وادعوه خوفا وطمعا إن رحمة الله قريب من المحسنين وهو الذي يرسل الرياح بشرا بين يدي رحمته حتى إذا أقلت سحابا ثقالا سقناه لبلد ميت فأنزلنا به الماء فأخرجنا به من كل الثمرات كذلك نخرج الموتى لعلكم تذكرون والبلد الطيب يخرج نباته بإذن ربه والذي خبث لا يخرج إلا نكدا كذلك نصرف الآيات لقوم يشكرون.
Qari has recited, but this is very beautiful. No, first I told you about Adam alayhi salam. He was sent fully with knowledge. Understand? Knowledge. And Allah made his features, his contour, his body with his both hands. He didn't involve. Here, Inna Rabbakumullah allazi خلق السماوات والأرض في 6 أيام ثم استوى على العرش. MashaAllah. Section Ruku number 7. Indeed, of course, your Rabb is Allah who created the heavens and earth in 6 days. Then he sat himself on the throne, Arsh means throne. He envelops, he covers, Yukshi means Layla Nahara. He covers day with the night. He covers day with the night, and which pursues it quickly or swiftly. And he made the sun and the moon, wal shamsa wal qamara wal najuma musakhiratin bi amrihi ala lahul khalq wal amr tabarakallahu rabbul alameen. And he made Shams is sun. Qamar means moon, and Najam means star. And sun and the moon and star, he made them subservient to his command. And know that, behold, his is the creation and command. Tabarakallahu Rabbul Alameen. Please say this if you are Muslim. Don't try to translate it. Tabarakallahu Rabbul Alameen. Blessed is Allah, the Rabb of the universes. Subhanallah. Now if I start giving you that what he created for day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, it will take me 1 hour. So this, in other surah I will give, inshallah. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala supplicate or make dua unto your Rabb with complete humility, humbleness, with humbleness or humility, and I won't say secretly or quietly, and He likes those people who are keep in the middle of course, I mean, not making loud prayers, oh Allah, this thing, or just, sitting, saying nothing, he said. So your dua should be between, you should be very humble, with humility and secretly. You make your dua. Dua is, I have already told you, is mukh, so you said, is mukh, soul, the soul of ibadah. Dua is ibadah. Allah tells us time and again in Quran, make dua to me, I will grant you. Ad'uni, make dua to me, astajib lakum, I will grant you. But some dua He grants you, some He grants you later on. So don't get desperate if you make dua, Ya Allah, and don't just give me, 1,000 rupees, or give me one lamb, or give me one car. Just say, Ya Rabbal Alameen, I am suffering, it is everything before you, and have mercy, and make some. So don't pinpoint, don't make him, I want this, I want no, very widely, but do make dua. And best thing to make dua is in sajda, because no way a person is close to Allah, but only in sajda. When he goes in sajda, there is nothing between him and Allah. Whether you are doing nawal sajda or without nawaf, go into sajda and do astaghfar, seek His forgiveness, then read Duru Salam, and then make your dua in sajda. At the Hajj time or any time, you will, inshallah, provided, Rasulullah said, sometime a person might come with a long beard and nice clothes, like, clothes of a holy man, and he will make dua, and no dua, his dua won't be granted. You ask, so why not? Because in his stomach he has haram rizq, on his tongue the lies. Two conditions are first. You must speak true. You must be truthful, and you must eat halal and follow sunnah. Then after dua he says, don't create mischief after when everything has been reformed in the world. Here, supplication, dua is with humility and secretly. Here, وَلَا تُفْسِدُ فِي الْأَرْضِ بَعْدَ إِصْلَاحِهَا. Islam means reform, reformation, settle down, don't create mischief. وَادْعُوهُ خَوْفًا وَطَمْعًا. and make dua, call on him, you know, with khawf, khawf and hope. Tama mean when you expect something in return. So real dua is between khawf and hope. You should also have hope that your dua might not be rejected, but you should also have hope that Allah is, you know, Rahim or Kareem, Ghafur Rahim. So the other, you should be in between hope and hoping where Allah will grant you. Tama mean. Inna rahmatallahi qareebin min al-muhsinin. Indeed, Allah's rahmat is very close to the mu'mineen. Now, next is 57, and it is he who sends winds bearing glad tidings before his mercy, until when they lift up heavy clouds, we drive it to dead land, and then we pour down the water upon it, and bring forth fruits of diverse kind. This is how we shall raise the dead, so that you may pay heed. Now here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is teaching us, giving us a living example to people, that how He sent wind carrying heavy water, you know. When wind carry water for us, it is called cloud. All the way from ocean, so from anywhere you want. It's not necessary, just like cloud is created. And then right in front of us, the rain starts falling. And believe me, it is happening ever since Allah created His earth. We have seen, everybody knows, at night rain falls on the dead, dry stretch of land. In the morning we see so many frogs, you understand? Earthworms and small plants sprouting out. Wallah billah, people have seen it is raining, and in the mud it's turning into, frogs. Turning into frogs. Things like that happen every day. Things just are created from nowhere. Allah is one of His most, powerful attribute is that He bring thing into creation from nothingness, from void. There was nothing. For instance, if we eat fruit, He produced the fruit from the tree. But tree and other thing, animal, everything was created from nothingness, from the void. Allah teaches those people, and these dull-headed, the atheist, the materialist. Look here, I am reviving the dead earth, same way you will be revived, and you will, the way the plants have sprout, from this the same way you will stand up on your graves. And now there is stretch of land, some dirty, filthy piece of land, it is also allegorical statement. It is Balad al-Tayyib, Balad mean city, and also land which is pure and clean and fertile. The vegetation cometh from it with command of your Rabb, and that which is dirty, filthy, or which is not good, it produces hardly anything. Thus we explain This is how we shall raise the dead. That means from the good land comes and the bad land, nothing comes out save a little. Like this we turn out. We make signs for those who are thankful. Ruku finishes. Now we come to the Nuh alayhi salam.
لقد أرسلنا نوحا إلى قومه فقال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره إني أخاف عليكم عذاب يوم عظيم قال الملأ من قومه إنا لنراك في ضلال مبين قال يا قوم ليس بي ضلالة ولكني رسول من رب العالمين أبلغكم رسالات ربي وأنصح لكم وأعلم من الله ما لا تعلمون أو عجبتم أن جاءكم ذكر من ربكم على رجل منكم لينذركم ولتتقوا ولعلكم ترحمون فكذبوه فأنجيناه والذين معه في الفلك وأغرقنا الذين كذبوا بآياتنا إنهم كانوا قوما عمين.
Allah Ta'ala says that, of course, Arsalna, we sent Nuhan to his own people. And he said, "O my people, you have no one save him as your Rabb. And I'm afraid for you that Allah's wrath might fall upon you." That Allah's wrath might, Yawm Azim, on Qiyamah, you might, suffer Allah's wrath on Qiyamah, Yawm Azim, on a great day. The chiefs of his people said, "We see you in open wilderness." He said, "O my people, I have not gone astray, but I am a messenger of the Rabb of all the worlds." 62, I delivered to you the message of my Rabb, wishing you well, and I know from Allah what you know not. Then are you surprised? Number 63. أَوْ أَجَبْتُمْ أَنْ جَاءَكُمْ ذِكْرٌ مِّن رَبِّكُمْ. Are you surprised? A zikr, a reminder, an advice have come to you from your Rabb by a man who is from amongst you, so that he may warn you, that you may fear Allah, and that you may be blessed with his mercy. 63. They call him, "You are gone astray," and he tells them that he's trying to save them. Then, ayah number 64, what do you see? فَكَذَّبُوهُ فَأَنْجَيْنَاهُ وَالَّذِينَ مَعَهُ فِي الْفُلْكِ وَأَغْرَقْنَا الَّذِينَ كَذَّبُوا بِآيَاتِنَا إِنَّهُمْ كَانُوا قَوْمًا عَمِينَ. Allah min tawbah. Those people who rejected Nuh alayhi salam gave dawah for more than 900 years. Or 950, I don't know. But at least 900 years. And those people never accepted him for once even. Then when they totally refused him, Allah Ta'ala said, okay, you make a boat in front of my eyes. Allah taught him. See, there is something for you to understand. Allah taught him how to make boat. Proper ship. With the nails, with everything, the wood was brought, everything. And maybe he and his sons and children were doing it. And people were laughing. They would laugh so much. Look here, where's the sea? Didn't we tell you that this old man is gone crazy? Then at night they would come and use a bathroom. So this went on. He kept on making it. Till one day, you know the story. Allah said, no, call every pair of specified animals, and some were to left behind. So animals came, lion, elephant, everything came. So many animals were left to be destroyed forever, like they fight dinosaurs and other things, and many mountains. Then the water started coming, and this incident happened between the two rivers, Euphrates and Tigris, somewhere near Babel. This are, Basra, somewhere near. So there you have the map, you can see. So the water came, and then it came so much that they got worried. They started running around. They started drowning. So this is a story which I told in other ways. So eventually Allah said, here Allah only mean in brief that they rejected the guidance, they rejected Him, Allah destroyed them. All. Look what happened. How those people just rejected the mission, a guidance of Allah, and stood against Nuh alayhi salam. The entire world was drowned. So do not. What does it mean? You should never think of just spreading like Tablighi Jamaat, good 6 points, and keep away from munkar for stopping the evil. You have to stop evil. If you don't stop evil, you will be held responsible. You will also become part of the sin. I will explain to you when I come to that incident where Jews were turned into monkeys, and out of 3 groups, 2 were turned into monkeys. One were those like the Tablighi Jamaat who wouldn't stop them. They said, we are holy people. You know what I'm saying? I'll explain it in the introduction of this. So those were Tablighi people. But those who were simple people, workers and farmers, servants, they would go and hit them. Oh, you so and so, you are going to bring wrath upon us and yourself. Fear Allah. They were saved. So that is how Allah Ta'ala promise is always there. If you are truthful, if you are carrying mission of Allah, spreading His deen, Allah will save you and your companions. Allah will not humiliate you. Allah will not disgrace you. Allah says that we saved and delivered, saved those with him in the ark and drowned those who rejected our ayat. And of course, indeed, they were blind people. No, I will show you here the lost ship of Noah. It remains, I would say, remains on Mount Ararat. On Mount Ararat, Now I tell you, in all our Sufi manuals, Sufi books, when people from here and other countries go to pilgrimage, they always included a visit on Mount Ararat, which is between Azerbaijan, Iraq and Iran. That is very common. But many expeditions were sent, also by National Geographic and very other. They found the pilots flying above, they always found. But what they did, they're trying to destroy the remains of the ship. We, our university, International Quranic University, applied for an expedition to go and visit this place to the government of Turkey. They were refused. You see this? No. These materialists, their organ is their Quran, their Bible is National Geographic magazine, which does nothing but to obliterate, to cancel, to remove, to destroy every evidence which lead toward belief in Allah. We lead to believe in one God. We lead to believe in prophets, messengers, Gospels, Bible, Quran. They will go and dig and dig and dig dead bodies in South America, but they will not come. Come to me, I will show you hundreds and hundreds of years old, bodies of holy people in the graves, fresh, that you put your hand, you will see the blood in them. They won't do it. They will never do it.
وإلى عاد أخاهم هودا قال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره أفلا تتقون قال الملأ الذين كفروا من قومه إنا لنراك في سفاهة وإنا لنظنك من الكاذبين قال يا قوم ليس بي سفاهة ولكني رسول من رب العالمين أبلغكم رسالات ربي وأنا لكم ناصح أمين أوعجبتم أن جاءكم ذكر من ربكم على رجل منكم لينذركم واذكروا إذ جعلكم خلفاء من بعد قوم نوح وزادكم في الخلق بسطة فاذكروا آلاء الله لعلكم تفلحون قالوا أجئتنا لنعبد الله وحده ونذر ما كان يعبد آباؤنا فأتنا بما تعدنا إن كنت من الصادقين قال قد وقع عليكم من ربكم رجس وغضب أتجادلونني في أسماء سميتموها أنتم وآباؤكم ما نزل الله بها من سلطان فانتظروا إني معكم من المنتظرين فأنجيناه والذين معه برحمة منا وقطعنا دابر الذين كذبوا بآياتنا وما كانوا مؤمنين.
First we see, after Nuh the flood came, then Nuh had sons, Sam, Ham, and El-Sheikh, I don't remember. So, son of his son Sam, they settled down eventually in Ardabel, a small, now it's a big town in north of Iraq. They settled down first in Ardabel. Sam, he had 3 sons, and in his 5th generation, he had a son who was named Hud. Understand? Who went and settled down with a small family. At that time, they had not a very big family, and they were about 15 families all the way. So this is you see, this is a Red Sea, and you find Medina Sharif here, Mecca here, and all the way go down, you will see Yemen, and Hazarmaut, you will see Hazarmaut and Yemen. This family was spread in Hazarmaut, lower part of Yemen and Oman. In Quran, Allah says, "Zadakum fil khalq wal bastata." They were very tall and very strong. Believe me, they were about 20 feet to 25 feet tall. And they became arrogant. They would say, "Man nashaddu min quwwa?" Who is stronger than me? Man nashaddu min quwwa. So this way it went on. Those people of, Hud, they became arrogant. Name of Hud's son is Yarub, and people of Yemen are basically his descendants. Allah sent Hud alayhi salam because he was, the people there were also, the people who were there, Ad, who were Ad, they were also the descendant of Nuh alayhi salam. And they went there, and he told them, section 9, and we sent, and to Ad we sent Hud, who was from the one of the Akhahum. Brother, he said, O my clan, O my people, worship Allah. You have no Allah other than Him. Afala tattaqoon, aren't you afraid of worshipping other than Allah? They knew that they were family of Nuh alayhi salam. They knew Nuh alayhi salam believed in one God. But they had elders in the group. They said, again, قال الملأ الذين كفروا من قومه. Same thing which happened Nuh alayhi salam time. They had again the elders. They said, the elders of those people said, of course we find you foolish. Fish safahitan. Safi mean foolish. And we find you, and we also think you're a liar. Who said, number 66 I just did, and 67. Who also said, O my people, O my brother, there is nothing about me being foolish. Yeah. There's nothing being foolish about me. But I am a messenger of Allah. 66 is, they say, we indeed see you in foolishness, and sure you believe that you're a liar. 67, Hud said, O my people, I'm not being a fool, but I am a messenger from the Rabb of the worlds. 68, I deliver you a message of my Rabb, and I am for you a sincere advisor. 69, are you amazed at the fact that a reminder came to you by a man from amongst you, that he may warn you, and remember when he raised you as successor after the people of Nuh, and increased you in stature, that he increased you in stature, height, of your body. Then remember the favors of Allah, so that you might find success. لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ, so that you may be successful. English content, So these were the people who spread out after Nuh alayhi salam to the various parts of the world. How the population scattered. They came all the way down to, Yemen, and started inhabiting the seaport, area. And then he reminded them, don't forget Allah gave you such a big, tall stature, and don't say that. They said, have you come to us that we should only worship Allah, do only Allah's ibadah, and leave what our fathers used to worship, and then bring you and leave all those whom our forefathers had been worshipping, then bring upon us that, then they said, then bring upon us which you have been promising if you are truthful. Bring the wrath which you have been, telling us this will happen, that will happen. He said, number 71, surely the wrath, the chastisement, chastisement, wrath has been prescribed upon you. Do you argue with me regarding names you have named? You and your forefathers? for which Allah has sent on no sanad, no authority. Therefore wait a little, and also I am one of those waiting with you. فَانْتَظِرُوا وَإِنِّي مَعَكُمْ مِنَ الْمُنْتَظِرِينَ. इंतज़ार करो, मैं भी तुम्हारे साथ इंतज़ार करता हूँ. Then we saved whom? Then we saved Samud and those with him by mercy with us, and we cut the roots of those who denied our revelation, and they were not believing ones.
وإلى ثمود أخاهم صالحا قال يا قوم اعبدوا الله ما لكم من إله غيره قد جاءتكم بينة من ربكم هذه ناقة الله لكم آية فذروها تأكل في أرض الله ولا تمسوها بسوء فيأخذكم عذاب أليم واذكروا إذ جعلكم خلفاء من بعد عاد وبوأكم في الأرض تتخذون من سهولها قصورا وتنحتون الجبال بيوتا فاذكروا آلاء الله ولا تعثوا في الأرض مفسدين قال الملأ الذين استكبروا من قومه للذين استضعفوا لمن آمن منهم أتعلمون أن صالحا مرسل من ربه قالوا إنا بما أرسل به مؤمنون قال الذين استكبروا إنا بالذي آمنتم به كافرون فعقروا الناقة وعتوا عن أمر ربهم وقالوا يا صالح ائتنا بما تعدنا إن كنت من المرسلين فأخذتهم الرجفة فأصبحوا في دارهم جاثمين فتولى عنهم وقال يا قوم لقد أبلغتكم رسالة ربي ونصحت لكم ولكن لا تحبون الناصحين ولوطا إذ قال لقومه أتأتون الفاحشة ما سبقكم بها من أحد من العالمين إنكم لتأتون الرجال شهوة من دون النساء بل أنتم قوم مسرفون وما كان جواب قومه إلا أن قالوا أخرجوهم من قريتكم إنهم أناس يتطهرون فأنجيناه وأهله إلا امرأته كانت من الغابرين وأمطرنا عليهم مطرا فانظر كيف كان عاقبة المجرمين.
And to send the people, and to the people, people of Samud, we sent their brother Saleh. He told them, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other Rabb save Him. And there has come to you a clear miracle from your Rabb. What was a clear miracle? You should at least know. There has come to you a clear miracle from your Rabb. This is the she camel of Allah, Naqatullah, a sign unto you. Leave her so that she may graze the land of Allah, and don't harm her, lest a painful torment seize you. These people are very tough. They said, Saleh is here somewhere. Yeah. You must know, from Medina, a route goes towards Tabuk. Rasulullah went for a jihad to Tabuk. There was a Roman army had come on the way. They stopped at Maidan Saleh, they call it. This. You see the map, you find Maidan Saleh. And they stopped somewhere here. These mountains, and there were homes built, carved into the mountains. You see the doors, gate here. You also see this. And now we'll be surprised to see here as well. This is about 40 feet tall pillars, and these people are also very tall. They carved in the rock. Maidan Saleh. The army stopped. Mujahideen stopped there. The wells had water. They went and got the water from the wells, and they needed flour. Rasulullah Akram Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam told them, throw the water, flour, everything. Don't drink anything from here, because Allah's curse is lurking here till Qiyamah. Move away from here, it's fast. Don't look right, don't look left. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds the people, general people of the time, Meccan, Qurayshis, other people, and the mankind, that remember when we made you successor, khulafa min ba'di Adin. After Ad, we made you successors and established you on the land. Therefore you built palaces on its plains and carved your homes into mountains. So pay attention to the bounties of Allah and don't create mischief on earth. The she camel of Allah. Then remember when He made you khulfa, and He means successor after Ad, and establish you on earth, establish on the land, and then you built palaces on its plains and carved your homes into the mountains. So pay attention to the bounties of Allah and don't create mischief on earth. You can show it here. 75 number. Again the chiefs. Remember, it is always the rich, powerful, and chiefs of a community who was always arrogant, who would always deny guidance from Allah. The chiefs of the people who were arrogant said to the weak people who had believed in Saleh, They asked him, do you believe that Saleh has been sent from his Rabb? They replied, yes, indeed, we believe in that which he has been sent with. Number 76, those mutakabbareen, or the arrogant ones, said, we don't believe in what you believe. So what they did, after being very arrogant, they hamstrung the she-camel. 9 people, motivated or pushed by a woman, and hamstrung, we cut the, tendons of all the 4 legs and turned away from the commandments of their Rabb and said, oh Saleh, they were so arrogant. Allah, do you know? They said, we won't believe you, Saleh, until you show a sign. We want you to tell you Allah to create a camel from this rock. So Allah turned a rock into a she-camel, and then she gave birth to a kid. And then he said, she was very tall. It was about 20 feet tall. And he said, every day it will drink water from your wells, and don't stop it. So they resented this thing. I will come to that. Eventually they cut its tendons, and then they say, okay, Saleh, bring your wrath upon us, which you have been threatened us, if you are one of the messenger. Come on, bring. They are making fun of him. They have been very insulting to him. Allah says, and a mighty blast, a mighty blast, a shout, announcing their punishment, seized them. They were found dead, falling on their knees. Everybody fell on their knees and died instantaneously. Then Saleh turned from them. He said, oh my people, I delivered my message, Rabb's message to you, and gave you good advice. But you didn't listen to those who advise you. After saying this, Saleh left them, and the punishment was sent down upon them. Saleh went to Makkah al-Mukarramah, and he lived there till the last day of his life and got buried there. So we are following chronologically, right? From Adam alayhi salam we come to Nuh alayhi salam. Nuh alayhi salam we come to this, Ad, and Ad to Samud, and from Samud we come to Lut. And we sent Lut. And he told his people, do you commit such perversion which no one has committed before in this world? 81, you go to men instead of women with lust. No, you are the people who have crossed all the limit. 82, and the reply of his people was nothing but that turn them out of your town, those who keep themselves pure or think themselves very pure. 83, thus we saved him and his family, except his wife. She was of those who stayed behind. And then what happened? We rained a rain upon them. See, Ya Rasulullah, what was the end of the evildoers? Thing is, I can't proceed beyond ayah number 84. Only one ayah. وَأَمْطَرْنَا عَلَيْهِمْ Matra. Matra means rain. فانظر كيف كان عاقبة المجرمين. Ya Rasulullah, فانظر, then look, كيف, how was, kana was, عاقبة, end of مجرمين, mujrameen, of the criminals. We sent rain of rock, burnt rocks upon them. The translation could be, and we showered upon them a rain, or we rain, sent a rain of rocks upon them. Here we should take it. We should know what all happened. One thing we should know: the Jews are the inventor of the perversion. It had never happened before. Allah is witness. Allah Ta'ala tells us in the Holy Quran, because you are doing something which no one before had done it. So much evil. This world is full of evil and perversion and destruction. Everything started by the Jew. But where it happened, please, you should have a map, an atlas or map of Middle East. Right now, I have here the map. This will show you. This is Dead Sea. It was called Amman. Jordan is up here. Damascus is all the way up. So-called Jerusalem, Palestine is there, and all the way here. There are two cities here. One was called Saddum, the other was called Gomorrah. The name was still used. This was called the Sea of Lut. So these are two cities. When they rejected, they became very violent, and Allah turned them blind, and then saved Lut alayhi salam and his children, but not his wife. So what happened? Allah sent Jibreel alayhi salam. He lifted these two cities and took them up all the way. Even the roosters, they kept on crowing. It was early morning, and then he brought it back and upturned it like this. It was like this. It upturned and it went back all from where it came. Fitted right there. And then he rained it. Rained it. You'll be surprised. Even on this map in English name, it is a potash city. Potash city. You know what is potash? Potash is a chemical which is used in medicines and explosives. We call also potassium. So then the ref burnt those rocks, small piece of rock or burnt clay. So each had a name of the person who were left out. Now I come to one thing. These stories you can find out, but the thing is, how these so-called materialists hide the facts, hide the history and the past of mankind. They are devils. In fact, they are devils. Even Shaitan has a limitation. Shaitan has a limitation. Allah has created Shaitan for test and trial. Anybody who stays on one straight path, Shaitan is helpless. In 1933 or 34, later, in 30s I would say, I have the account but I don't know, a German sent an expedition to dig this up. They started digging. When they dug this place, the cities of Gumrah and Sodom. Gumrah is used in Urdu and Persian, mean who has gone astray. Gumrah. Gumrahi, dalala. When they dug all the way down and they end up seeing the roofs, the floors of the houses on their head. They were standing on the ceiling. And they were so shocked to see that. They saw so much horror there, most of them went mad. They came out, and that again, nobody dares to go there. I say, why? This National Geographical magazine go to South America. I tell them, I will send this DVD to them. Why don't you go and dig there? And even these researchers still find, though ashes there, they contain the burnt chemicals. And the one city is called Potash City. And the lake used to be, of course, Jordan River used to flow with sweet water. Now the lake became bitter because sin, the sin of the Jew, I would say rebellious Bani Israel. All Jews are not bad, nor they were. You know, in the time of Rasulullah, there were many Jews that when they used to read Torah, the eye used to be filled with tears, and when they heard about Rasulullah and heard Quran, and they became Muslims. One thing to tell you, Zionist and rebellious Bani Israel are two different things. All Jews are not bad. Those who are bad, they are bad. They are bad Muslims, they are Christians. So those are bad Jews, the rebellious Bani Israeli, that because of them, milk start becoming bad, the meat start rotting, fruit start rotting, and this lake became bitter. Understand? So therefore, do not commit sin, because if you commit sin, there should be somebody to stop the person. This is the story you should learn. Now, in Europe and America, this perversion is done 1,000 times more. 1,000 times more. Openly, the priests are marrying man with a man, a woman with a woman. Do you think? Allah says, وَهُوَ مَعَكُمْ أَيْنَمَا كُنْتُمْ وَاللَّهُ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ بَصِيرٌ. Wherever you are, there He is. And you see what you do. Doesn't Allah see all what is happening? That's why He's sending tornadoes after tornadoes. Floods after floods. Wrath after wrath upon these people. And they are being sent over and they are being killed for no cause, no justification. What is this wrath of Allah? And most unfortunate people are those upon whom Allah sends wrath, and they do not know it is wrath. They call it Mother Nature. In New Orleans, the whole city was drowned. And they say Mother Nature. What is Mother Nature? Tornadoes come and hit them every third day, or at least 2-3 times in a month. They take it as a matter of routine. It doesn't happen anywhere. This is what actually is wrath of Allah, so that they may repent. They might take, but they are not doing it. Eventually, the wrath will fall upon them. Nobody can stop that. So from this, we see we will come to the next section. This that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will tell us what happened after Lut alayhi salam's incident. We find Allah ta'ala send to this city of Madain, city or a land, a place where Shuaib alayhi salam was sent. Why?
لا إله إلا